What is up, Nerf Nation? I'm Naptown Nerf, and this is an unboxing and review of the Nerf Fortnite Tactical Shotgun. Now, they're calling this the TS, but we all know it's the Tactical Shotgun. That's what TS stands for. For some reason, I'm guessing, I don't know why they can't use the words Tactical Shotgun. Maybe that's not toy enough or something. But they've seemed to just abbreviate a lot of these names. But whatever, we know what it is. No worries there. Let's go ahead and take a look at this box real quick, and then we're going to crack it open. Alright, obviously this is also a little different than the other two previous Fortnite blasters, as this is a Mega Blaster. And I really like the color scheme, and it's similar to the Mega line with that white and red and gray, but more white than normal, I guess. But it's really cool. I really like the colors on this one. And it also comes with its own color scheme, Mega Darts, which are orange with purple heads, and you will get 8 of those. So that's pretty cool. That will load this blaster twice. So we'll go ahead and flip it over to the back. Check that out. So you just get a look at the blaster again. The other two blasters in the line, I did review the Scar. If you haven't seen that, check that out. I have not picked up the SPL1 or Suppressed Pistol, but maybe I will at some point. Nevertheless, let's go ahead and crack this baby open. Get out my Punisher knife, and we'll see what we got inside. There is still more. Alright, so you get your blaster that is awesome looking, and then you get your ammo counter attachment. Not an actual ammo counter, although there is a solution for that, and I'll tell you that in a minute. And then we will get our 8 Mega Darts, like I said, and then some instructions also in there. Alright, we'll go ahead and attach our ammo counter, and you just want to put that right there. It just pops right in the side. Pretty easy. And then this looks like it'll go over here. We'll just snap that in. Snaps right in. And then we just have to attach these two together. And that doesn't seem to, I don't know if that actually locks in or if it just kind of sits in there. I'm not sure that actually really locks in there. It just kind of sits in there, so that can come off pretty easily. Not sure how that's going to work. So yeah, that just rests right in there, so that may have a tendency to come loose when this gets hit. So I'm not sure that that is necessarily the greatest design like that, but nevertheless, it looks cool. It is not an actual ammo counter. It just has a green screen, and it says Nerf Love Fortnite, and then it has some digital things. Looks like a snake game almost or something. And a little target down there, but nevertheless, pretty cool. We'll go ahead and load this baby up. So we have to prime this back, and then we will load it underneath. And if you're not aware, this blaster seems to be basically a reshell of a Mega Magnus. So that's pretty interesting. You do load it from underneath instead of on top, and it takes 4 darts instead of 3, but it's an internal magazine, just the same as a Magnus. So we'll go ahead and load this up with 4 darts. And there we go. Prime it forward, and now we're ready to fire. This front grip plastic part that all slides is absolutely massive, so it should fit anybody's hand. I can't say it's necessarily the most comfortable, but it's not bad. It has, you know, definitely some creases and different areas to kind of grip it. You could grip it like that, but it kind of feels better to kind of get my front finger in the crease there, and then my thumb on the back side like that, and that feels very, very nice. The stock does not extend, it doesn't collapse or anything, so I'm not sure if the one in the game actually collapses or not, but that is pretty interesting. But it does have this compartment back here that will allow you to store your other darts or anything else you might want to put in there that will fit. So it does fit 4 darts, and then we can close that up, and it locks down with the little friction tab there. But yeah, pretty darn cool. We do have a, you know, neat design up here. This does look very much like the blaster in the game, or the gun in the game, the shotgun in the game, whatever you want to call it. It looks very similar to that. Obviously different color scheme, but I think that's a good thing. It's a toy. We don't need it to look like a real gun, especially when kids are going to be playing with these things outside, and it wouldn't necessarily be legal or smart of Nerf to sell something like that. So nevertheless, we do have a somewhat of an iron sight up front it's not really an iron sight, it's just a nub. You can kind of line up your shot with that. There's no part back here to center it, so I guess maybe not technically an iron sight, but nevertheless pretty cool. We do have a neat muzzle looking thing. It's very big, and then we have the nub down there that does nothing. The trigger right here, which is actually very comfortable, very thick, and it fits my finger nicely. The grip is a little blocky, not the most comfortable, but not bad either. So let's go ahead and fire this thing off. Does only shoot one dart at a time, so let me know if you think this is an actual shotgun or not. You could, I guess, say the mega darts are shells, but in my opinion, probably not a shotgun. I really like the ratcheting noise, which probably means there's gears in there, but that is pretty fun. It does sound pretty cool when you're priming the blaster, so that's pretty neat. But we'll go ahead and load this up with 4 more darts, take it outside, put it over the chronograph, the range, and see what kind of performance we're getting. Alright you guys, so I bought a brand new GoPro for the channel, so hopefully it helps out these videos. If it does, let me know if you notice a difference. But let's go ahead and put some shots over the chronograph, and hopefully videos will be a little more stable. The sound will be a little better, although there is some wind today, so that could affect things, well, sound-wise and performance-wise. It is calm right now, so hopefully we'll get some decent ranges out of the blaster. So let's go ahead and fire it off. 69. 71. 72. 73. So as you can see, it's a little weird loading the blaster. You kind of have to flip it upside down and then push those darts in. But no big deal. Probably not the blaster you're really going to use super competitively, but definitely fun. Go flip that back down, prime it, and as you can see, this is kind of what the ammo counter looks like. It's not an ammo counter, it doesn't even have numbers on it, but my friend Nathaniel Deal of Ammo Counter has already created a ammo counter for this blaster that fits in there and everything. It's awesome, and definitely check that out. I'll put a link on the screen right now to my review of his ammo counter for like general purposes, and then I'll put a link in the description to where you can look up his website. So let's go ahead and fire off a few more shots. 73. 70. 68. 72. And just for fun, we'll try some Mega AccuStrike darts, because these are far superior darts, and I much prefer these over the normal Megas. I think that registered 73. 70. 68. 68, and those just fly way straighter. So let's go ahead and check out those ranges. All right, the shortest one was one of those AccuStrike darts at 33 feet. We have a couple of the Fortnite Megas just past 36. We have the majority of darts, which are basically all the rest, between 39.8 inches, and the furthest one actually was the AccuStrike dart just past 44 feet. So pretty standard Nerf performance, 70 FPS, you know, ranges around 40 feet. So let's go back inside and I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, you guys. So I think the tactical shotgun is really cool looking. Definitely my favorite looking of the 3 Fortnite blasters. I think they really did a good job painting this one. The other ones just have a lot of yellow, so that's not the most attractive look. I don't really mind the yellow, but they just needed to break it up a little bit in my opinion. And I think this is just far superior in terms of the way it was colored. All the colors are actually different colors of plastic. There isn't actually paint on the blaster except for the Fortnite right there. But yeah, of course they wouldn't paint the Fortnite on this side. You know, go figure. But nevertheless, I think the blaster looks awesome. The performance is, you know, about what you could expect with, you know, a Fortnite or a Nerf branded blaster, around that 70 FPS mark. That's what they normally hit. Maybe a little softer than Most Mega Blasters, they sometimes hit in the mid 70s, but nevertheless, pretty standard performance. Ranges were fine. But yeah, I think the blaster is definitely a pretty solid one if you love Fortnite and you want something fun to play with, you know, around the house or in a fun game, maybe at your local Nerf club. But this is $40 retail, so I would have to say that if you're not super into Fortnite, you could easily basically have this exact same blaster functionally with a Mega Magnus, which is probably under $10 at this point. Or you could find one for $1 or $2 at your local Goodwill, most likely. I've found tons of those. But nevertheless, I think this is really cool. I'm glad that they're doing this kind of thing, collaborating with Fortnite. And I'm glad that they're making the blasters look so much like the ones in the game. And I think that's pretty darn cool. So hopefully you enjoyed this review. I want to just say a huge thank you to my Patreon supporters. They are really helpful at this time. YouTube just is not the best in terms of promoting my videos, giving me any funds back for my videos. You know, not that I expect to make tons of money on doing this. I never really did, but it's been pretty bad lately. So just huge thank you to my Patreon supporters. And if you are interested in supporting me in that way, I will put a link above and in the description box as always. And it would greatly help out the channel. They were the ones that allowed me to raise enough money to buy that GoPro that I am really excited about, and I used it on my honeymoon that I just got back from, so that was the reason why this video is a little later than it probably should have been, and the reason why I haven't been posting a lot lately, because I've been in Maui. So that was super fun. I had a great time there, and now I'm about ready to turn around and go to Atlanta or Statesboro for End War FoamCon and the Foam Pro Tour, which I will be competing in. So super excited about that. So definitely leave a like on this video if you enjoyed this content. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. And as always, guys, peace out.